Case 131, Gynandry, from Psychopathia, Sexualis, Richard von Krafft-Ebing. Richard von Krafft-Ebing, a professor of psychiatry in Vienna in the 19th century, in the 1800s, was an important early psychomedical researcher who played a founding role in the scientific field of sexology. His landmark compilation of case studies, Psychopathia Sexualis, has remained in print in various editions since its first publication in 1877. Krafft-Ebing's text undertakes a vast taxonomic and diagnostic project that attempts to classify an exhaustive range of psychosexual variations and offer an etiology of how such variations emerge. Underlying Krafft-Ebing's entire project is the assumption that any departure from procreative heterosexual intercourse represents a form of psychological or physical disease that should be addressed and corrected by medical, psychiatric, forensic, and penal authorities. Before the existence of modern terms and concepts like homosexual, transgender, and intersex, Krafft-Ebing understood psychopathic sexuality through the concept of inversion. He thought there were normal people and inverts. Krafft-Ebing considered people we would now call cisgender gay men or lesbian women to have a mild form of gender inversion, in that their erotic attractions were like those of normal members of the other sex. Male effeminacy and female masculinity represented more extreme forms of inversion. At its most extreme, inversion culminated in metamorphosis sexualis paranoica, the psychotic belief that one was actually a member of the so-called other sex. While they are explicitly pathologizing and profoundly homophobic and transphobic, Krafft-Ebing's case studies are important records in the history of sexuality and gender. They document not only the beginnings of a medical model for regulating trans lives, but the remarkable persistence of specific ways of expressing trans identity that seem quite familiar in the present day. The person described in Case 131, reprinted here, exemplified what Krafft-Ebing called gynandry, but seems easily legible as a trans man in contemporary terms.